and welcome to episode 188 of the Baseball Brew Crew Podcast. We are keeping baseball history alive, one craft beer at a time. Wherever you are watching or listening to us, please give us a like and a follow. And if you love beer with your baseball, please tell a friend. Let's get into it. Here is the lineup card for today. Unfortunately, our newest acquisition and first international signing of the Baseball Brew Crew is also our first player on the injured list. Out with a bad back is the big hurt Alan Jepson. We hope you are doing well, convalescing at your, you probably have a mountain of beer that you're probably nursing right now, and hopefully that's nursing you back to health. We hope you'll be back. Is it going to be 2 weeks? Is it going to be 1 week? We don't know at this point.
Hopefully not the 60-day IL. Hopefully not. And let's hope it wasn't a shower entering the shower mishap like what happened to Freddie Freeman today. Sorry to talk about current baseball. The man apparently hurt his ankle in a shower mishap. Hashtag do the research or draw your own conclusion on that one.
Kevin, you have been hurt many times with a shower incident, but never missed a day of work.
Yet.
It can still happen. But yes, the big hurt Alan Jepson will not be here tonight. But batting now in the leadoff spot is our field correspondent and senior research analyst at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Kevin Lyon. Welcome. How are you doing tonight?
Doing well. I'm happy to be here. I'm sad that I have Alan, but you know what? The three of us, we will join forces and conquer the beer baseball world. I'm sorry, Bruniverse.
That's right. The Bruniverse demands that you conquer. I don't know what that means.
That's all right. Through legal means, illegal means.
It does not matter.
PDs. Torpedo bats. What else?
Yeah, search and destroy. Batting. Usually, our 3-hole batter is now in the 2-hole. It is our Goodwill ambassador and Sultan of Swig at the Baseball Brew Crew. It is Cowboy Jack Durango. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great. It's great to see Dansby Swanson lead the Cubbies out on the diamond again. I mean, boys, baseball is back. But sadly, much, as proved evident by the big hurt Alan Jepson, we're feeling it here on our squad. Baseball injuries are back too. That's why I'm proud to be the developer, founder, and client of Cowboy Jack's Moonshine Opium. For quicker recovery from major injuries, use Cowboy Jack's Moonshine Opium, just like the pros. If you got a minor injury that if you can just play through another 20 games, you'll be fine, use Cowboy Jack's Moonshine Opium. Same things the pros use. We figured out how to combine the raw, unfiltered power of moonshine with the smooth medical comfort of pure medical grade opium. Same stuff, the pros. If you use the promo code #Kevin drinks these for breakfast, we will give you 30% off a year's subscription. So, fellas, changing lives. Who wants to sign up first?
Well, Michael, now you know why I don't miss a day of work.
If Jurickson Profar would have had some of this, maybe he wouldn't have hit that 80-day suspension or 80-game suspension.
I'm sorry that you brought that up.
I really wish you would have brought that up.
This is just another reason why the MLB is losing fans. Let the guys juice. Shoot up, spike up, and hit homers. Watch the ratings soar. Yes. It's good for baseball. Steroids are good for baseball.
Can I paraphrase William Devane in a famous film, Michael Mondragon?
Please.
Let them juice. Let them juice. Let them juice. And I mean juice cleanses. I'm sorry. I don't mean anything illegal. I mean just juice cleanses.
Cowboy Jack, torpedo bats. Yay or nay?
Yeah. No, it's cheap heat. It's cheap heat, baby.
So of course the Yankees are using them.
Yeah, if you can, of course the evil empire is taking advantage of something. They've probably had a team of researchers for years in an underground basement doing air tests with bat shapes, like at every angle. This is what they came up with. It's working. Either adapt or don't whine about it. It's legal. Come on.
Cowboy Jack, you are almost actually legitimately correct about that. The story, apparently the guy who made that was like an MIT graduate, and they found out about him over the weekend, and he helped develop this through science.
Boom. Yes. Yeah, that's out of there. That's out of there. I did it again.
Well,
that moonshine's going to hit some moon shots, Michael Mondragon. Let me do an old school Wally Moon baseball Dodger reference for you there.
I like that. And of course, you're a Dodger fan now, so you can talk about Wally Moon, all these other players hitting the moon shots.
That's right.
Out of the LA Coliseum. Yes, for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I was there. The Coliseum. Oh, yeah. That 500-foot fence. Yeah. Yes. Good times.
Well, later in my talk that I'm going to talk about, the torpedo bats actually come into play for what I'm talking about. One of the latest identities in minor league baseball. I'm Michael Mondragon, your humble host for the festivities tonight. As tradition on the show, we always bring a new and unique craft beer to review and enjoy. What craft beer are you enjoying tonight? Let us know in the chat. Kevin Lyon, we actually enjoyed some craft beer this weekend when I was in Anaheim. Please tell us one of the craft beers that we had this weekend.
It's Everywhere Beer. Party time. Egg Select. Woo, 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 woo. That's right. This here beer is called Egg Select. There was originally a beer called Egg, and now this is a sequel called Egg Select, a New Zealand-style West Coast IPA. You know what they're going to be shouting from the heavens? They're not going to be yelling, boo, but they are going to think of Mr. Burns and go, this beer is Egg Select. It's very good. Egg Select beer. It's 6.6%, and much like the eggs we're talking about, I'm going to lay an egg in this segment, it sounds like. But I love this beer. Everywhere Beer Company might be the best beer brewery in Orange County. I hate to say it. This isn't live, is it? Is this being recorded? Don't let Rainey hear me talking about this. But Everywhere is like right up there. It's Everywhere and Rainey are the best two, I think, in Orange County, arguably. And this is in beautiful Orange, California, about a mile and a half from that dumpster fire Angel Stadium. But still, if you're gonna go to a dumpster fire before that, go to Everywhere Beer and enjoy yourself some great drinks.
Yeah.
And lastly, Michael Mondragon, beers like this. Let me tell you something that's really cool about Everywhere. On their labels here, you actually can take these off. And it says, save the earth. Please peel this label off for recycling. And to close, I want to pay tribute and pay toast to two men who in the future will save the earth through the power of rock and roll music. Yes, that's right. The Wild Stallions. Cheers to Bill and Ted, and be Egg Select to each other.
Nice. No, so this is a variant of Egg. That was literally the name of the beer, which is a New Zealand India Pale Ale, and then hopped with New Zealand grown Nelson, Motueka, Riwaka, and Southern Cross hops. Now, when we had this, the brewers were excited about this Egg Select, right? That's what they told us, right?
Yeah, and let me tell you why this is actually called Egg, because it's actually an IPA made of premium Pilsner malt and hopped with Crush, Nelson, and Eggers Special Riwaka. Hopefully it's Nicole Eggert's Special Riwaka. I'd be down for that too.
Nicole Eggert's, yes.
Yeah, he's for that.
Cowboy Jack, a fan of Nicole Eggert?
I'm sure I would be, man. I mean, you know me pretty well, champ. What do you think?
I think 20 years ago, yes.
I don't know about now, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Baywatch. She was on Baywatch. That'll
She's on Baywatch. She's also on Charles in Charge.
Yes.
Charles in Charge. Baywatch. Was she the short-haired one?
She was the blonde one, if that helps.
Oh yeah, no. Cleared it right up for me. Thanks.
Yes. It made it But anyway, but Egg Select, definitely check out Everywhere Beer. The second beer that we actually had it the next night after I actually smoked at WonderCon, which was a great time. We actually went to Kevin's Airbnb.
Wait, Michael, Mondragon, hold on, Michael. What is WonderCon? Why don't you explain to the audience what WonderCon is?
So WonderCon is so San Diego has Comic-Con. WonderCon is actually the Anaheim version of it, a bit of a light version of Comic-Con. A lot of artists, a lot of panels and stuff like that. So we talked about comics. We also talked about pro wrestling, and then we got to enjoy Radiant beer afterwards. And this is the Set the Night Alight, the West Coast IPA by Radiant Beer, 8.5 ABV, and it is a collaboration with Breakside Brewery, the Portland Legends Breakside Brewery, and it's a collab, and it actually, let's see, double dry hopped West Coast IPA, unbelievable. Like Kevin, like this is one of my favorite beers of this
I
year.
think I told you this is what you're gonna have on the show because I had it when it came out. And I'm like, Michael, this is what you're gonna get. And you're gonna love it.
You guys are the cutest 70-year-old married couple ever, dude. It's adorable. And you know what? I gotta give you props, dude. Michael, good for you. Like, well done, brother. Talking at WonderCon, bro. Good for you, man. Good for you. It's good. It's nice to see you get some flowers, brother. I
appreciate that. And well, hopefully it's a springboard to Comic-Con. That would be nice to get a little bit on the resume as well.
Absolutely. Did you let everybody know that you were doing dances at?
I was doing private dances.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure we got.
I got one.
Yes, Kevin gets. He doesn't get them much anymore, but every so often he'll hit me up for one. Yeah, I give him the friends and family discount.
Again, cutest 70-year-old married couple ever.
And hey, that panel you guys did is a regular feature at Comic-Con, Michael Mondragon. So who knows?
Yes,
in San Diego in July.
I'm looking forward to it if it happens. I'm hoping.
I won't get there because I'll just get drunk at every brewery on the way to San Diego.
I know.
Out somewhere. Sorry.
Yeah,
as a beer enthusiast. It's like beer heaven in San Diego.
Yes. So this beer is hopped with Mosaic, Breakside's hand-selected Crush Cryo, Simcoe, our mutually beloved Cashmere. So Radiant uses a lot of Cashmere, and for the first time, this is an amazing name for a hop. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Abstracts Mosaic Quantum Hop. So yes, it's a hop.
That sounds like some kind of like progressive math rock band or something. I don't know.
That would be amazing. With intense,
they're gonna be one of those guys who are just gonna be too smart. Like the music you're playing is too smart for you common folks.
with intense aromas of tropical fruit and big bright flavors of citrus, guava. This is the night you will not forget. And yes, I am not forgetting it. It's in my brain. It's
Hey, now I do have a question, Michael.
Sure.
You spent a lot of time in Portland. Did you ever actually get to go to Breakside, or were you aware of them before this?
I was not really aware of them, although I seem to remember this might have been one that I couldn't get to at the time. I think that COVID ruined our plans for everything. But
wow.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, indeed. but I think I was supposed to hit this one because I had a friend that I was working with. I did a job in Portland, and then so I had a friend who he told me to go to Cascade. He told me to go, there was other breweries up there that he told me to go up and check out. I think Breakside was one of them, and I did not get to get there. Right.
And hey, let me add as well that if you're in the Portland area when you're listening to this, Radiant Beer and Pure Project from the San Diego are actually doing like a month-long tap takeover in Portland too. They're going to be a lot of beers up in Portland and coming up in April.
Fantastic. Yeah.
You're up there. Keep an eye out. Or Mike, any of us, if we're in Portland, we're going to have a good time.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're shills for Radiant at this point, but we definitely love getting Breakside. I think that I may have next week a brewery that is not California and not Arizona. So I'm looking forward to that. So branching out, yes, definitely getting some more brews in here.
Branching out, also a great beer by Everywhere Beer Company that we had. a great Pilsner. I think it's a Pilsner. Definitely recommend that one too if you need something light to end the night, which is what Michael and I had to end our night.
Again, cutest 70-year-old married couple ever. But
yeah.
At first I was shocked that you said Everywhere Beer was the best beer out there because Radiant's been so loyal to us, and
for
you to just jump ship and Change your allegiances.
I never said I'm changing. Wait, excuse me, sir. I didn't. Don't get me evicted from Radiant, please.
It was shocking at first, but then I looked at the hat you're wearing and I remembered you're a turncoat.
Yep, exactly. But everywhere in Radiant are like arguably my two favorite breweries in Orange County, and Michael Mondragon. I think you might feel the same.
Yeah, they're fantastic. Definitely worth checking out. But guys,
let's start right out. Hey, what happened?
That's right. Hey, what happened? There's even more identities in minor league baseball. We're going to start. Yes, what happened indeed.
Wow.
So there's another Copa identity. So this is the 6th week we have done this. There are so many identities, and I think we actually have a 7th show again that is filled up. But we're going to start with this Copa identity. It is the Richmond Flying Squirrels. They are the AA affiliate. Also, the ones we're talking about tonight are all AA affiliates. This is the AA affiliate of the San Francisco Giants. Jack, take it away.
Can I guess what the team name is?
Go for it.
The Chess Planchas, because that looks like my move right there.
It does. It looked like that. It looked like it, but it is not. It is not. Jack?
You know, Kevin, there's a thing in Hollywood they have called timing, and kid, you got it. Las ardillas voladores es la identidad alternativa de Richmond Flying Squirrels como parte de la Copa de la Diversión como una forma de expandir la comunidad latina y España. Now, for all the gringos, for La Copa de Diversión, the Richmond Flying Squirrels will adopt the identity of Las Ardillas Voladeras de Richmond as their part to build outreach into the Latino and Hispanic communities, which make up 11% of the total population of the Richmond, Virginia community. Paying homage to rich history of lucha libre, a sport that is both near and dear to the alumni of the Baseball Brew Crew, and if I'm not mistaken, the national sport of Mexico, Richmond's Flying Squirrel dons a máscara, a cinturón de campeonato, and a pair of botas de lucha libre to accentuate the cazadoras, the planchas, the tope suicidas, and the tornillos. He's laying the smack down on the candy asses of all the rudos in the Eastern League. This year, the Ardillas Voladeras will wear refreshed jerseys for 6, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Friday night home games with giveaways and Hispanic heritage events, including April 18th. They bring on the rebrand launch with a post-game wrestling fun with the Good Brothers and Good Sisters from RVA Pro Wrestling. May 2nd, Ardillas Voladoras Arts and Music Night presented by the New Kent Winery. June 27th, Ardillas Voladoras Beverage Belt giveaway for the first 1,000 fans 21 or older, presented by Kevin's favorite brewery, Bud Light. July 25th, Ardillas Voladoras Wrestling Cape giveaway for the first 2,000 fans of all ages. August 15th, Luchador Wrestling Mask giveaway for the first 2,000 fans of all ages, presented by Virginia 811 and Dominion Energy. September 12th, the final match, the big event, the Hispanic Heritage Month kickoff on September 12th. Be there or be square. And don't forget that every Friday home game features Friday happy hour with $3 domestic pour drafts from 5:30 to 7:30 or $2 sodas at the Pepsi fountain. Kevin Lyon, as a semi-retired luchador yourself, how would you rate the Ardillas Voladoras in the conversation of greatest technicos of all time?
My God, I'm envious. That's like me, just in the different, like that's me in baseball form. I want that. I like that logo on the. I love this logo. It's such a nice rebranding on them. So I know they've done them before, but they have that in the hat. Oh my gosh, I might be buying that hat momentarily. But man, you're making me want to go to Richmond this year, especially for that beer buckle. Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
It is the beverage belt giveaway. The beverage belt.
Put my Bud Lights in there.
Yeah, no, and I mean, you should really should, because $3 domestic draft pours You can get $3 Bud Lights, champ.
I'm always amazed. Like I wish that they would actually be more authentic about this. Like it should be like $3 Coronas,
Modelos,
Dos Equis, or like all those things, right? Or
wait, did they have those in Virginia? I'm just kidding.
But what I'm saying is actually
kidding. That would be. I mean, that's smart. Sorry, Michael. You bring logic to the situation here.
But how about a
Bud Light ain't gonna let those people from Mexico take their jobs? Come on.
They own half of the ones we named, bro.
That's true.
Of course, I know.
But what about a Mexican lager from a local brewery?
Cowards. We challenge you. Ardillas Voladores. After all that free press I just laid down for these fools, they better listen. We're giving you free advice. You don't listen, you're gonna not make it, kid. All right. You listen to us. We strap the rocket on the back. Boom. All right. You get the Baseball Brew Crew rub. Ask Seth Beer.
Hey, Richmond. He rolled his R's for you. How dare you?
Yep. And I do like they are doing something in September too, because September is Mexico. People think Cinco de Mayo is I don't know how do I describe Mexico. It's not even like a thing in Mexico, but Mexican Independence Day is like mid-September. So I'm glad they're doing something in September to truly honor Mexico becoming an independent country.
There you go.
Darn it.
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get angry.
Okay, guys. So Richmond actually has a rich history of doing this. In 2019, they actually had a Blue Demon Jr. Appearance and then a mask giveaway as well. So again, doing it right with Lucha Libre. And they also had Jeff Jarrett. Now you may think, look at this gringo. Jeff Jarrett actually has a rich history in Triple A. He was actually in the Octagon ring there, and he's the one who actually brought that into TNA. And they also had a Gatorland appearance. I have no idea. There's no information on this. They're just going to bring an alligator. Okay. They did that.
Sure.
Also, Carlos Santiago Espada. Conan actually made an appearance wrestling. I actually wrestled with on a show that Conan was promoting in San Ysidro, I believe. There's Nutsy, the Lucha Nutsy, the giveaway. And then they also did this one. This was post-game mini wrestling. And can anybody tell me who this mini luchador is?
I believe is that I have two. It's either Demus or Torito.
It is actually El Torito from WWE.
Yeah. WWE, yes.
Who wrestled as what before this?
I got it. I have it.
Jack
Toro.
I thought he was right. Mascarita Divina or something like that.
Dorada.
There's so many Mascaritas. If you're a wrestling fan, don't ever try to figure out all the Mascaritas, Sagradas, Doradas, Divinas. There's like a million of them. Every mini in the world has been a Mascarita at some point, I think.
Yes. So Mascarita Dorada actually, and there's a funny story at the end of this, so stick with this. He's actually wrestled as El Bunny, El Charrito, El Duende, the Elf, El Lobo, El Torito, which you see here, Lil Chicken, Mascarita Dorada, Mascarita Sagrada, and if I'm not mistaken, on Lucha Vavoom, he was Cupido, so it was like a little. It was like a little mini that had like a little screenshot during their Valentine's Day shows. And the funny part of this is that everybody was joking at that time that Mascarita Dorada actually looked like me. It was a mini. I was the mini version. Yes. So under the mask, he actually
Paquito Disco Machine.
Yes. Which I wanted to do the Pequeño Disco, La Máquina.
Amazing.
Disco. That would have been amazing. That would have been amazing.
I was also hoping you were telling me he was Goo Goo Muck, because I know they had a mini luchador called Goo Goo Muck after the Cramps song.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
He was also Máscara Sagrada 2000. He was Santosito, which is I can't believe. I really want to look that one up.
There's no. I mean, after one match, the Santo family said,
Probably.
You didn't say the magic word.
And then also on his Wikipedia, Speedy Gonzalez. That was one of his names too.
Oh my gosh, come on now.
Very good. I gotta love Luchek. Gotta love Luchek.
Yeah. You guys know. We love it, dude. We love it.
Yes, we love it too much. We love it too much. Thank you, Jack, for that great report. So the next one we have here is the Chesapeake Bay Sox. They are the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles, and they have a new identity as well. Now, this one has been very controversial. Very controversial.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah. They are proud to introduce a new alternate identity for the 2025 season. For select home games, the Bay Sox will take the field as the Chesapeake Oyster Catchers, as tribute to the Chesapeake Bay's rich heritage and thriving ecosystem. Inspired by the American oyster catcher, the prominent pattern shorebird can be found along the Chesapeake Bay year-round. With its bold black and white plumage, orange beak, and knack for hunting shellfish, the oyster catcher is the symbol of strength and ingenuity, qualities that define the Chesapeake region and its passionate baseball fans. Okay, so cut and dry, this is like a lot of the
There's nothing dry about this, Michael Mondragon.
As we've seen before, these are very regional and very specific, and they capture the area really well. Now, Jack, I want you to look at the image on the right. What do you see?
It's homage to oysters on the half shell, raw oyster.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, listen, this last weekend, the fam and I went out to a lovely seafood restaurant. We had our nephew in town, a 7-foot tall giant of a human being. We sat down at a table and all ate raw oysters on the half shell. It's a delicacy, my man. It is a delicacy. What? Yeah. I don't see. So I mean, what's controversial about that?
Well, some people possibly see something else, or I'm not going to go into it for fear that we might lose our channel. But it's a very controversial logo. Let's just say I love the jersey.
Oh, I know why, dude. They blurred out the baseball. That's ridiculous. Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, that's
you got it. Yes,
way to go, rookies, dude.
Yes, the glove is in full view, but the baseball is blurred out.
It's blurred, yeah.
Yeah, you nailed it. And although there's no oyster catcher games scheduled, they're actually going to announce that later. I really wanted to ask Alan if he was going to get one of these hats as well.
I mean, they're probably already sold out, like the Tetas hat.
This one you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
No, why is this controversial?
I mean, look! Come on!
Well, Jack was speaking Spanish before. Is there something here? Is there something we're missing?
Yeah, Tetas is a slang term, a Spanish term for a certain part of a woman's anatomy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the medical term but tetas is something that crude, very just terrible guys would say.
And so this
thank you.
There's something here.
As a gringo, I don't know what that is. Thank you.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so there's something here, but it's related to this, but we haven't. Again, we probably should get past this as quickly as we can.
That got canceled quicker than Ferguson's Profar season. I mean, God.
Stop bringing it up, dude. Stop.
Sorry.
Something.
I brought it up once.
Over the line, brother. Over the line, bro. You're crossing a line.
Well, let me drill some further information into your brains, because let's talk about the Tulsa Drillers, the AA team of your world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. So coming up in 2025, they're going to unveil a new team called the Tulsa Chicken Dancers. Now, Jack, as a baseball novice, why is that K like that?
Well, the K is like that because that's how a strike shows up on the scoreboard.
Specifically a backwards K. What does that represent?
Yes.
The guy who puts the letters up there in the scoreboard is absolutely hammered.
So, AKA when I'm running a scoreboard, yes, that is. So he's half right. I give him a half right point on that.
Okay.
If I'm running a scoreboard, I'm going to put it backwards. He gets a half point for that. Tremendous, sir. Yeah, I just thought that was a nice little bonus. So if a batter strikes out swinging, it's a regular K. If he's standing there, and it's a called strike. They do the reverse K, like a strike, called strike.
Turn. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's a scoring turn in baseball. So like, oh, that was a fine little touch that happened there. So wait a minute. Look at this costume, Cowboy Jack. What does I'm just going like, that doesn't look like baseball season. That looks more like fall. That looks, Oktoberfest in September. So why am I going to talk about minor league team doing this?
I have an idea. Because you're drunk.
Yes, sir. Well, I mean, that, of course. I'm a beer enthusiast. Yes, this is why this team was selected for me. So, are you ready for a cuckling good time? Because the Tulsa Chicken Dancers are going to be doing that coming up shortly. Because apparently, the chicken dance was invented in Tulsa, Oklahoma, according to Wikipedia, quote unquote. So the song apparently was, the chicken dance. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So apparently that came from Germany in the 1950s. And it was like a duck themed dance. Those things, the duck dance, blah, 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 blah. In 1981 at the Tulsa Oktoberfest, the band kicked off the duck dance, but the duck costume was nowhere to be found. So what they do, they're like, what do we got back there? Oh, someone has the famous chicken costume. Let's just put the San Diego chicken out there, right? San Diego chicken was on site. What's wrong, Jack? You don't like this? So the San Diego chicken came out, obviously, and he did the duck dance at the beginning of the chicken dance, and now it's all over the world. And apparently, Chicken Banana is going to be the new baby shark. That's your bonus, by the way. You heard that from me first. Watch out for the Chicken Banana. It's going to be a bigger craze in this chicken dance. This chicken dance is invented. I mean, it sounds like don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. At an Oktoberfest in Tulsa in 1981. And so obviously now you know how big it is. So this season, to pay homage to Tulsa's iconic Oktoberfest moment and the 918, which is the area code, which made me wish that they were doing this promotion on 918 because Oktoberfest are generally in September. Unfortunately, the regular season at AAA is over by then.
Right.
Their last homestand is a little bit earlier in September. So instead, we're going to celebrate October in the spring. Oktoberfest. We're going to be doing that May 15th to May 18th, and that's when we're going to become the Tulsa Chicken Dancers. And to that, let's give a big Prost! I don't know what they have planned, but I have planned to have a clucking good time while I was in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I love this hat. I love the color.
The hat's pretty great. It's an emerald green hat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's emerald green, which is really nice. Definitely like a complete different take from what the Tulsa Joe's normal gimmick is. So I'm like, you know what? That's pretty good stuff. And I love that they're like, the 918. So because Tulsa is hard. But Michael Mondragon, when I see chicken dancers, can I pay homage to what chicken dancers mean to us in our wrestling community? Because I don't want to do the chicken dance. I want to do the gallinero dance. Are you ready? Arriba gallinero! Yeah, bounce off your butt for this one. Go on, Cowboy Jack. You said he fell in love with a gallinero. Hey, come on. You got to bounce with us. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Jack is saying we're the cutest 70-year-old couple right now.
There's a reason that they made you guys wear a full gimmick for that, dude. That looked terrifying.
I never got to do that gimmick, unfortunately. I always wanted to do it when I saw it later in Lucha Vavoom, but I was already done wrestling by then.
I can actually say that I wrestled as a chicken, I believe twice, but once for sure against Chris Bosch.
Was that Nutshot Chris Bosch?
It was. It was.
Dude, punching a chicken in the nards, bro.
Yes.
Like, God bless professional wrestling.
Yes, I think we did it outdoors in Long Beach. It was it was tough to be like wrestle as the chickens because you had to be very active, and I was like I found out how in shape I was very quickly.
Right.
I'd be blown up in that dance.
And you had to wear that goofy wool, like full gimmick full body suit, gloves with all the feathers and a mask, and you can't breathe outdoors in Long Beach. Terrible, bro. I'm sure that they reimbursed you very well monetarily for the you put your life at risk and acted like a complete fool in front of, I'm sure, a sold out crowd. So, what the union dues, union dues, you got to pay your union dues. So that you're going to clear what? $2,800?
There was probably 280 people there, all for free, and I was compensated not at all. So it didn't matter. It was all about wrestling, having fun. And,
does sound like the indie wrestling. I know.
Well, apparently I should have wrestled in Arizona my whole career. Jeez.
Yeah.
Hey, we know how to treat superstars, dude, and they don't come around very often, Kevin. So that's why they're called superstars, pal. Yeah. Take it easy.
So May 15th through 18th is when this identity will actually go in. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I may have to invest in this hat. This is too good to turn down.
It's good. And Jack, I'm sorry. I think I laid some eggs tonight. So hopefully we can use said eggs, and the next business could be the Cowboy Jack chicken coop. Speaking of laying eggs.
Yeah. Kevin, I wouldn't worry about it. You lay eggs every week, pal.
Well, meanwhile, Cowboy Jack Durango is the cock of the walk and not going to be laying eggs.
So our last identity, and I can't believe that we have a whole show more of these. These are so fun. So our last identity is the Portland Sea Dogs. They are the AA affiliate of the Boston Red Sox, and they have a identity which definitely is something on the West Coast that you may not know about, but on the East Coast, it's actually a known thing. And I used to watch this sport as a teenager. And when I was watching wrestling on a independent station, it was the Arizona Sports Programming Network. I used to watch UWF wrestling, and I used to watch this.
The Fury Hour!
That's right.
Is that UWF? Oh, God, I'm sorry.
Right, Jim Ross and Michael Hayes. And
oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking the Herb Abrams UWF.
No, this was the UWF
that's a good one. The good UWF. Sorry,
the one that got absorbed into the NWA. But I'd have to watch UIC basketball or this before wrestling came on. Are you ready for this, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
The Portland Sea Dogs will become the main candlepins presented by the Big 20 Bowling Center for Saturday, August 2nd. The team hosts the Altoona Curve at 6 p.m. at Hadlock Field. Candlepin bowling is a variation of bowling that is unique to New England and the Canadian Maritime provinces. That's why I was hoping Alan would be here so he could double down. Yes, it has been a popular sport among mariners since the 1880s. And here,
how about Seattle Mariners, though? What about Seattle Mariners? Do we know?
We do not know. So remember, East Coast. So, So I love this because they have on the Red Sox or the Sox logo, they actually have the bowling shoes. That's a nice touch.
Those are good. Yeah, for sure.
So for those who don't know, so candlepin bowling is not like the pins. The actual candlepins actually look like this. So they look actually like they're tapered at the end, or they're thin at the end and a little bit fat in the middle, but you use a ball that I would say it's about this size. So about, it's like almost like a softball. So I remember watching candlepin bowling, and then they also had like other alternate sports like harness racing. If you know what harness racing is, a horse racing, but it has like the 2-wheel carriage on the back. They had all these alternate sports, but candlepin bowling was one of them. Wow. And I was near a candlepin bowling center, but it was closed, and I wanted to go into it. Kevin, we went actually into the Bowling Hall of Fame, but they did not have any candlepin bowling represented.
That's what I was going to say. As I'm watching them going, how is it that the Reno Aces are not doing like some kind of like bowling themed identity? Because the National Bowling Center and Hall of Fame that we went to in Reno is right there. It's like a mile from the stadium and the home of the finale of the incredible classic film Kingpin.
Right. Exactly. Jack, have you seen candlepin bowling at all or understand what it is?
No. And it just proves that some sports needed to die. I mean, although that jersey does rule.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, as a sport, I can see why it didn't make it, but it's a great, cool looking gear, dude. I bet.
Michael, is it 10 pins? Is it similar setup to bowling?
Yeah, it's all the same. And actually
okay.
it's not, you don't have to have the space that you have for like big bowling alleys. It's actually, I think it would be a fun drinking game. That's what I think that it would be. It would actually be a lot more fun than you would expect. Candlepin bowling is played with a handheld size ball and tall, narrow pins that resemble candles, hence the name. The pins are manufactured by Garland Manufacturing Company, which is located in Saco, Maine. They're really the only, I wouldn't say the only place to do it, because I think that they were like I want to say New Jersey or somewhere else that I remember being there, and there was a place there. But it seems like it actually seems fun. Jack, you're not into it? You like regular bowling?
I mean, as much as the next guy, I'm not some kind of bowling pervert, but like.
But are you a candlepins pervert?
No, I think I covered that when I said it was a sport that deserved to die.
I'm just saying, you never know. A little different tweak might just change your thoughts.
So what do you guys think, dude? Would the Big Hurt be ordering that hat?
Let's take a look at this one. I wonder, because the association with the Mariners could be something.
I don't know. I think the Red Sox thing might turn them off.
The Red Sox would definitely be a turnoff, but I like the candle pins. The guy's holding a bat right there. That's actually, you might like that. The colors are good. I like the colors as well. And the jersey is definitely, the jersey is very eclectic, very, very softball-esque as well. Yes, I wonder if he would be interested in this one. Well, we might have to do we have to return this one and see what's up.
So I'm gonna say no, because he needs more color on his hat, man. He needs more color.
That is a good point.
Yeah. I think he's gonna love the logo, but why not throw some color behind it? Match that 70s bowler shirt aesthetic and make the hat like that. That would be rad.
The jersey's cool. I dig that jersey.
Yeah, throw that
one of the three.
Throw that stripe gimmick down the side, dude. Oh my God. You got a hat, brother. You got yourself a hat.
Yeah, how about a yellow brim? I think that would have might have sold him on it as well.
Yeah, I can see that.
No, the brim. I think the brim should be like a bowling lane.
Ooh, that's a good call too. I like that a lot too.
Then you got to stitch that into a hat and make it come in under budget. That's a lot of stitching, right?
I know.
I also think that a missing element that I haven't seen, and if I have seen it, it's not memorable. That whenever they use kind of the bowling things, there's actually arrows that are on the actual lane. I've always wanted. I think that would have been a nice touch on here as well, to use those arrows.
Do you know if there are the arrows on the candlepin lanes? I mean, that's a legitimate question.
I would say yes, because those arrows actually have significance. So because that's where you kind of start your curve on the ball. You're supposed to like aim for those. I would suppose that those arrows might be in a different spot on these lanes. I
don't know what the regulation size are on these.
Yeah.
I mean, that might be like candlepins. We don't know if the candlepin lanes are the same size, or you said they were smaller, right? Did you say those are difference?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
But it's very interesting. And there's a promo video that the mascot actually does candlepin bowling. And
you bring mascots in this for Jack? I'm sorry, Jack. You might want to not look.
And actually channels Pete Weber in that. Yes. So borrowing from bowling. Okay, so let's take a look at the main candlepins.
Welcome to Candlepin Bowling, the prime sport of New England.
And welcome back to today's match. Slugger is currently sitting behind Little Slugger and needs a strike to win. Here he goes for the win. Oh my goodness! He's done it!
For the work.
All right. I get it. I get it. I was getting really angry.
Jack, it's a work. It's okay.
Let's go! Who do you think you are? I win!
He was going to put him on you too, Jack, by the way.
So, well done. They had me at the beginning. That was accidentally a Tim and Eric sketch, right?
It might as well have been.
Well, let's look at the inspiration for the end of that video, and that is right here. Okay, for context, so I believe, if I'm not mistaken, somebody had interrupted him over in the in the seating over to the side of him that distracted him or something like that, and he's gonna show up those people, and he does it in a classic way.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That is why I did it! At number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Get it right!
Peak athletic ability and form on display. That is an athlete in what we like to call a flow state.
You are correct, because that mascot got the strike so perfectly.
I tell you what, I love the channeling of the other sports. You really have to be a fan of the sport to actually know this reference at all. So kudos to the Maine Candlepins and the Portland Sea Dogs. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, dude, I didn't think only you could bring us back to the ESPN World Bowling Championships of 1987 when we're talking about a minor league baseball team gimmick name change. So well done, sir. I mean, every week you just hit home runs. Well done.
Trying. And again, I love all these identities, and they're getting better all the time. We have another full show. Hopefully Alan will be back next week so we can talk more about them and actually ask him about the Mariners and the Candlepins, if that's a thing. Yes, Kevin, what do you have something to say?
I'm ready to talk more identities next week. It's Major League Baseball season. Minor league season has started over the weekend, AAA. And this week, if you like your local minor league teams, please support them.
That's it. We're on all the socials. Here's where you can see that. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends. And we cannot wait for the next week's Baseball Brew Crew podcast. Cowboy Jack, where are you going to be this week? What are you doing?
Just working and hanging out with the fam. Thursday night, I have pretty big athletic commitment. They brought me out of retirement. You're hearing it here first. Cowboy Jack returns to the basketball court because I will be going parents versus team against my son's 11-12 Peoria Rec League basketball team, and you can foul your own kid. So
yes,
I'm pretty sure I'm going to teach them youngins what prison ball is all about, and we're going to have a good time.
I hope that's live on the Baseball Brew Crew channel.
You know what? I think I'll bring out the film crew, and we'll put it down. Again, legally, I can foul my own child, so just remember, really got to make sure that disclaimer is up there if I'm in a video.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right. Remember, you have 6 fouls, so make the 5 count.
Yeah, like if I could be completely honest,
just watch the technicals. All right, watch the technicals.
If I could be completely honest, that boy is going to destroy me, and probably not sending you guys a lot of content. I'll probably lie about how it went because that kid can move, and I'm going to have broken ankles. I'm going to have a concussion from getting dunked on. Like he's the man. So I'm very worried about it. But to console myself from that probable loss, I am destroying Kevin in fantasy baseball. So Life's great, man. Life's great.
It's a balance. Life's a balance.
It's a balance.
Well, Jack, I'm going to send you a video, and it is from, I believe, the late 80s. And it is a very, very spry, a sharpshooter, if you will, on the basketball court. It is Dusty Rhodes.
Yes, I've seen this.
He is an inspiration. And I want you to take that, and I want you to channel Dusty Rhodes.
I'm gonna go shot for shot, just like the Dream did, bro. I watch that video every night before I go to bed, just for inspiration.
You'll need it. You'll need it.
They don't call him the Dream for nothing, baby. Come on, daddy.
You have
Kevin,
sweet dreams. Watch the Dream before you go to bed.
What athletic prowess will you be doing this week?
The athletic thing would be me doing 12-ounce curls probably, or 16-ounce curls, depending on what the situation is. Because tomorrow night I'm going to go see the world champion Doyers. The first time I'm going to Dodger Stadium as a Doyer fan. Going there on Tuesday night versus the Braves. But to balance everything out, if you're at that dumpster fire, Angels Stadium on Friday for opening day, I will be there paying my respects and maybe spreading my ashes. Who knows what I'll be doing, but I'm going to go there, have a good time. And, just trying to just enjoy what little time I have left on this planet.
That's a perfect way to end. Kevin Lyon, Cowboy Jack, I'm Michael Mondragon. We will see you next week for another Baseball Brew Crew podcast. Thanks for joining, everyone. Good night.